Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Heiko from Heidelberg Studio.
Hi.
And we are looking at Tags, a new edition of an older game by Spartaco Bertarelli.
Yes, that's true. So it was,
Yes.
I think it is roughly 20 years ago. It was called Category in these good old days. Yeah? And it won several prizes. Probably no one knows today what the name of the prizes are, but it was a very successful game of the time.
Oh, I assume a very small percentage of people have actually heard of the game before.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
20
like,
years ago. I don't know where Board Game Geek was 20 years ago.
not quite here yet.
Yeah. How about, well, now?
Now we are. But I mean, it's just sort of the changing market with more people coming in and it seems to be expanding, and so a lot of people do not know.
Yeah, so Category is based on a classic game system. So in fact, it is something which is played in several countries with standard components like paper and a pen or something. This is one component of the game, and Spartaco made something really smart 20 years ago because he used that classic system and made a real game out of it with some more fun elements.
Okay. So, demonstration.
Here we go. All right. So this is not the final components, but I think it's good enough for playing a little bit around. Yeah. So all right. So this game is called tags here because you tag things, but we have categories. Anyway, so we have 5 categories, and we have 4 letters. As you can see, we planned 5 initially, but we will move on now. Yeah. So you have 4 starting letters. The idea is that you have to find terms in the right category with this letter starting. So if you look at you, there's a food brand as a category, you may know a food brand starting with A.
Maybe.
Maybe. So, I mean, you are a native language speaker. Come on.
Yes.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I know food brands.
Yeah, that's a good reason. So, and there's 5 of those, and there's all of it. So this is a grid. So this is, of course, it's a simple thing, but the idea is you have just 15 seconds to find something. Yeah.
Okay.
So the board is usually
Find anything.
Anything.
On any of these combinations
In
from
this grid.
these rows, those columns.
Yeah, so
Okay.
at least find one thing would be great, yeah, in these 15 seconds. So the board is facing you, so the board will always be turned to the player whose turn it is.
Okay.
So you look at it, so you have a better view. So for example, for me, it's not perfect to read it.
Right.
Yeah, so I still can read it. So you would think about one of those things, and if you have something, you just grab a marble of a matching thing. So type of chiefs are rock 4, for example. Yeah, as wow, I'm surprised myself. I found something, and so you grab a marble, you put it in here. So if I'm lucky and still have a few seconds left, I can also say, okay, Emmentaler, wow, we have next thing. Yeah. So my 15 seconds are over. So I turn the board so it faces you. I turn the clock 15 seconds and it's your turn.
Okay.
And so we do this. So in a way, with 4 players, you play 1 minute for a round.
Okay.
And you play around and around until all marbles are gone, or if all players have to pass once.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is in fact the game. Yeah. So if everything here is cleared, or if the round ends, so you make new categories, new letters, you bring all the marbles back. You count points because the marbles have different values for the colors.
Okay.
Yes.
I wanted to ask about that.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
it gives you a reason to search for.
If you
particular
are,
things.
this game has the code names effect. I would say, like the first game, you're standing like and try to gather things. But if you play this in your native language, which I'm not doing now, for example,
Yes.
you're getting really quick in such things, yeah. And then you can also have like, okay, I want to find the black thing, which is 3 points. Yeah? So you can play a little bit more strategically. And even there's one more thing: if you clear one column, you get the card. And the card is
Has points as well.
yes. So this type of cheese is a heavier one, so you get 5 stars, which is 5 points. Like a food brand, we consider as an easier thing, so you get only 2. This is also important because at the start of a game, you can just remove all 4 and 5 star things because it is in my eyes, it is a family game, but I would say my son would not be good in naming many types of cheese. It's a little bit too heavy. So if you want to play with your family, you just remove all the heavy shit, and then you have a fun game. Yeah.
Okay.
And even with the letters, we have some more complex stuff, like ending with some letter, or including some letter. So this is like also like if you know a movie villain who ends with S, and just thinking like what letter is something ending is like turning your brain around.
Okay.
Right. But this would be the game. Yeah?
Okay.
So you play as many rounds as you have players. It's for 4. Or you have a good team play, so you can play up to 12. Because like just screaming things in. Yeah, it's this easy with the team.
Okay, all right.
You're welcome. Any
Thanks,
questions?
No, that covers everything except perhaps the release date. Any,
Release
Or-
date. I mean, it's like we initially we planned to release it like in March or very early, but it's like we are now part of Asmodee, so we are playing like with let's say more relaxed time schedules. Yeah? We want to make everything right, so it's placed and every unit in every country knows what to do. So it is for me. It's a summer release.
okay.
Yeah. I would not say more in detail.
All right. Get a general idea. We don't need exact dates.
That's fine.
Just to know. This year? Next year?
Yeah, okay.
There we go.
Summer this
Get
year.
General hair. 2018 Q3. All right. Thanks, Echo.
You're welcome. Thanks.